Your rune is Fehu. You are considered to be very wealthy. Now, if that's in spirit, if that's in emotion, if that's in mental capacity, if that's in emotional capacity, I'm going to take it with the cups and say that you are encouraged to count your blessings and to not be wasteful. Now, for Thanksgiving, you might be the one hosting. What materials are necessary here? Because Three of Pentacles, you may be in the position where you want to give a lot and you may have a solid amount of resources, but there could be a rainy day coming in. And while it's good to leave a great impression with your family and your friends, you cannot be left depleted either. You can do a lot. You could do damn near anything, but you won't be able to do much if you are depleted. This year has been extremely difficult for everyone. So everyone would be understanding if everybody contributed the basics. Everyone likes the big fire, the big flare, but you don't want to fizzle out too soon. It's not worth it for, 1 to 5 days out of the year. What kind of impression do you want to leave at the end of the day? For your holiday, how easy do you want it to be afterwards? Just like Christmas. It's easy to go blow X amount of dollars to get everybody a gift, but then your lights cut off. And who's paying your light bill, So if you are the one hosting, my dear, if you're planning something really large and excessive, it may backfire against you. Are you planning something with someone? Are you planning on doing a grand gesture because you're in such a giving spirit in the moment? Is there a couple that's supposed to come over to your house and they're expecting 1 or 2 things out of you? This fell out. Mind your business. Okay, so someone may be coming over to your house if you're hosting. You might feel that they're extremely nosy or they're pushy when it comes to boundaries. You may have invited someone and maybe the person that they're with, you don't get along with. Maybe they ask a lot of personal questions where, quite frankly, it's none of their goddamn business what goes on in your corner of your life. Now at the top here, I've got an earth sign, or it can be an earth sign in a little gossipy mood. And it might have something to do with that couple. It could be a work-related dinner. Maybe they told you to take the reins, say, hey, you know what? You're such a good planner. You're such a forthright person. Why don't you handle it? And there may be couples there. There may be people there that you don't know or you may not agree with. Hey, it could be someone's mistress. It could be someone's not husband. It could be their boyfriend. It could be, their little side piece. And either you need to not say anything pertaining to it, and you need to focus on what you're hosting. Someone's anxious, or you're anxious. It could be this earth sign. If you're dating someone and they get a little anxious around the holidays, maybe they had enough negative experiences during the holidays where they don't want to be around anyone. Maybe they have to sort themselves out. They might need time to process. If you push and you try to force a conversation, it might backfire. You may not feel solid around this person. If it's a group of people where you have to host, again, liminal, it's giving not a family setting. It feels more like work. Maybe this cup isn't necessarily your emotions. Maybe it's what's required of you. And that's probably why Fehu came out. You don't have to break your neck here. Don't try to bend yourself over and beyond. You're in a new cycle. You don't have to push yourself to the absolute limit. It's not required. It may feel like a liminal space, like no one's really doing what they need to do. Shit talking is sideways. Okay. This dropped into my lap. Escape the closet. Carpet munch connoisseur. Okay. Someone may be bi in this couple, and the other partner doesn't know about it. This person could be a cheater, or they just may be attracted to the same sex. Yeah, bet it all. Bet it all is here. So someone's willing to risk everything. Do they feel like they're in a liminal space? You may have a good gaydar. Fire signs, you may be able to look at someone or have a couple of conversations and you're like, wait a minute, you're with them? Why are you with that person? Or that other person might be your friend or your coworker and you're just like, you two don't belong together. And of course, that's not for you to say. You know, you can't determine the outcome of other people's lives, but, you know, sometimes you get a little read and you're like, are they experimenting? Are they still unsure about their sexuality? Hindsight is next, 2020. This person, they don't know what they want. And they may see you as a decisive person, knows what you want. You don't have any anxiety behind it, or if you do, you're really good at hiding it. So they might shit talk you because of that. Like, oh, collective always has to take the lead. They always seem to know what they're doing. They think they're a fucking know-it-all. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Present. Now, I read this two ways. Whoever's shit-talking you, they're either doing it now or they're going to wait until this party comes up. If it's a family member, which I am not getting family. I'm not getting family from this. They might wait to spring this on, and what they say in their shit talking is, oh, you need to mind your fucking business. You're always in someone's business. You always have to make a decision. And they're just saying that because they're constantly in this liminal mental space. They don't know how to make decisions for themselves. They don't know what direction they want to go in. It could be the person that they're dating. They may not even love them. But possibly if you say anything, it might backfire. It might blow up in your face. There's a chance of that happening. So the best thing for you to do. So this person can be born 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They could be born on an even day or month. Whoever this person is, they're, again, new cycle reverse. They're so stuck in their old cycle. That's why they're shit talking. That's why they're escaped in the closet. It's a good thing to be aware that people can recognize your strength. People can recognize your change. People can recognize your progress. Even if they can't put a name on it, some will be inspired. Some might start talking shit. So there's an impossible choice someone has to make. Now, it could be you, where you feel like you're trapped. If this is pertaining to work, where you may not have even wanted to host this little party, this little shindig, whatever it is, you felt like you had to make this to boost your career, you should do whatever you think is best. If that means you stick to a little minimalist party, if you're the one being asked to host, you can stay minimalist. It's a little bit too close to back out. So I can see why they're saying it's impossible now. It's an impossible choice. Or if it has something to do with this couple that's outside of you and your partner, if you're dating, you might know this person's orientation. But the partner, whoever they're with, they might not have any idea. And you may feel the urge to retaliate while they're shit talking. You may get that inclination to go, you know what? I should just drop the carpet bomb. Right? I mean, it's okay. You know, we all feel petty from time to time, but hindsight is 2020. You're the host. You're the star. You're under the spotlight right now. Their lack of self-care does not grant permission for you to fully fly off the handle. At the end of the day, they'll say what they say. But if you tell someone your partner doesn't even love you and you cause a breakup or this person scurries out, there may be unintended consequences that blows back onto you because it'll make you look bad. Now, if this is pertaining to the person that you're dating, which I really don't get it, but I'll cover it anyway. If this is all pertaining to the person that you're dating, they may be going through a really tough time. And sometimes support looks like fostering independence. You have to allow people, no matter how much you want to help them, you have to allow people to do things their way. Let them find their own path. Obviously, they're smart. Obviously, they're capable. And that's why you interact with them. You have some semblance and some level of faith in them. And it's okay to hold them to that. You have bigger things to worry about in your universe. Or this person needs to expand their outlook on their current universe. If you've been working under the full moon, universe and full moon, you may have been working. Something's coming, or you need to do something when the next full moon comes. Okay, we got a number at the top here, Libra and Scorpio. 91 to 100. That's a really fantastic sign. Hell yeah. Someone's pierced. You might be pierced. You might have piercings. They might have piercings. Whoever this carpet munch connoisseur is, they might have some piercings. Maybe you saw some piercings. Maybe they're about to go get pierced. I'm going to take this expect in the future, your full moon and universe card. Something good is going to happen. Whatever you put in the work for, whatever you put in with source, that number one thing you had your focus on. If you keep your eye on the ball, everything might go right because everything's facing up. Just a little extra note here. The person, whoever may be shit talking you, whoever may have an issue with you, they may be too young for the adult table. If you try to talk it out, you may wind up with an impossible choice. The conversation may veer somewhere where it's, they're not going to handle it maturely. Don't expect you from other people, especially when they're still in this liminal space, especially if they're still in their old cycle. Do not engage with this person. If you want to play the game, play the game. If this has anything to do with your career or your finances, just play the game. Be the host, be your ever charming, bright self. Get through the notions, make sure everything's taken care of. Don't mind the shit talking. That's all they can do. That's all they have the power to do. Mind the business that pays you. That's all you got to do. And quite frankly, if they want to get out of line, you can tell them to mind their damn business. Or better yet, take control of the situation. Oh, well, since you have so much to say, why don't you clear out the cups? You have that sense of direction. You are in control of your present. You don't have to wait for hindsight to kick in for you to make your choice. That earth sign, that person or one of the people within that couple that you may encounter, that shit talker, might start with the letter T. Just be careful. Your angel numbers or the event of what happens, maybe around 5 o'clock in the morning, clean up, getting everybody out of there. Or it could be at 1700, which is 5 p.m. Everybody's just getting off of work. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't think this has anything to do with anyone's house in particular, or it feels like work. But the 91 to 100, where you are, you're so much higher. You're satellite in space, baby. You are so much higher than the people that are orbiting you right now. You're in a good place. You don't need to bring yourself down. It's not necessary. Second letter is E, okay? First, middle, last. Could be yours, could be theirs, could be the couple's. Could be the guy, getting cucked. Or cheated on, Could be the girl getting cheated on. Final letter is K, T, E, and K. But yes, the largest concern, the largest consequence you need to be aware of is after this party, after this holiday is up. What are you going to be left with? What position are you going to be in? Is it going to be the best one for your next step in the continuation of your new cycle? Where do you want to go? Who's going to matter by the next holiday? When you're in your orbit, who else will get to float around you? Quantum reactor is now closed. Burn bright in your greatness, fire signs. And there goes the lights. See? Something greater is waiting for you. Don't get held up.